your wallet's hanging, son. How your wallet hanging?
Everybody in
My wallet
Jim's
hanging
camp,
fine.
cell phones went off. Meeting now.
We got X-Don. We got X-Don the Otaku. $2 super chat. Starfield might have a chance against Tears of the
He's
Kingdom.
gonna knock Tears of the Kingdom out.
X-Don has been impressed.
When you save money on video games, you're able to buy little cans of pineapples just to drink. Just to drink.
All right, so as the king said, we're gonna jump into this. We're gonna pay some bills right now, so if everyone can just mute their mics.
Mute your mic, sir.
And we'll do that, and then we'll get into our reactions. All right. So, give me a moment. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let me ask you guys a question. How much time do you spend on yourself in a given week versus how much time you spend on other people? How do you balance those two things, if you're even able to balance them at all? It's very easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you, and you never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. For me, tell me if you've heard this before. It's a broken record on this show. I work a whole lot of hours, especially during the week, Monday through Friday. So the weekends belong to my wife, my family, my friends here at Iron Lords, and just everything else that I don't get a chance to do during the course of the week. Now, when you spend all your time giving to others, which is fine, because again, I love all of these people, it can leave you feeling a little bit stretched thin and burnt out. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Now, for me, while I haven't been to therapy for the things that I just talked about in current things in my life, but many years ago, I went through a very difficult divorce. And although I felt a great weight had been lifted from me, I still found it very difficult to navigate my feelings while trying to get my life in order. I took the advice of my friends and family, and I decided to go to therapy. And I have to say that it helped me immensely to focus on the positive aspects of removing myself from a toxic situation while not getting drowned by the emotional, the physical, and the financial realities of ending a 10-year relationship. It helped me to learn positive organizational and coping skills and how to set boundaries. And it also empowered me to strive to be the very best version of myself. The great thing is that, therapy isn't just for the most traumatic moments in our lives, but it's also for helping us deal with the stresses and anxieties of our everyday lives. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is go to the website, fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. And then if you don't have a perfect match the first time around, that's fine. This isn't a perfect science. You can just switch therapists until you find a match for you. And you can do this as many times as you need to for no additional charge. So if you need this type of help, you can find more balance with BetterHelp. Just visit betterhelp.com/ironlords today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ironlords. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
No problem solved.
Yeah, you know how it is. Everybody, I have to say, I have gotten so many DMs from people who, and it's baffling and amazing to me. People have
Over
DM'd
1,000
me
people watching right now.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. People have DM'd me talking about.
Let's get those likes up. Sorry, Sal.
No, it's great, but there's something to be said for people who listen to you and just appreciate, our content, whatever, that they have a trust in what we say, right? And people have hit me up in the DM talking about, hey, man, just listening to your story or whatever the case may be, I decided to give BetterHelp a try and just therapy because it's something I never thought that was for me. So again, thank you to all of you who take the things we say and the things that we support sort of seriously and believe in what we say. Because again, we're not going to support anything here that we don't believe in or
we don't
think
believe
in a scam or a lie or whatever the case may be.
Actually take focus.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you.
The wildest thing is, as men, and I can't speak as a woman because I'm not, but as men, a lot of times we're told to don't cry.
Yep.
Toughen up, or don't show any emotion. And we're really beast of burden for everybody that's in the house. Whatever, the buck stops with us.
Facts.
If you're that guy, right? And not taking away from any other guy. Sometimes you have different levels of stress, but as men, we deal with stress on levels, and we don't have an outlet, right?
Yep.
Usually, we are our own therapist, and I think BetterHelp helps that change, because when I started going to therapy, and it wasn't BetterHelp, it was my own, I noticed that it was a huge change in myself personally. How I dealt with matters, how I talk to people, how I internalize stuff, and how I talk to myself.
Yep.
Because we have words that we talk to ourselves, and sometimes those words aren't really nice. So, you have to learn how to talk to yourself better. So it's good to go to therapy.
100%. So thank you to all of you to support. Appreciate that. And we will put that link in the chat. We'll do that now.
Well, we're about to get to what we thought about the show, and General
yes,
King is about to say.
General King is about to say his piece.
So who's gonna go first? We're gonna let our guest go first.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Guess.
I want to hear from Kid Smooth,
guess
because he was quiet.
Yes, and host, thank you, Smooth, for holding down the tech aspects behind the scenes. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I was trying my best not to screw this up. I was like, oh,
man. No, not at all.
You did a great job, bro.
Fantastic job. Thank you.
Overall, man, great show. It was, if I have to, I'm dying to watch this thing on demand at 4K 60. But based off the immediate reactions, I'm going to say 8.5. 8.5, and I'll just start with the things I guess dissatisfied with. One thing I was dissatisfied with was the lack of combat gameplay for Hellblade 2. Which is, I mean, the game looks good. We already know that. Every time they've shown in game, I believe that's what the game's going to look like. It's fine, but I was hoping they just break in like an enemy and show us what we're going to be doing. And then this is disappointing for a different reason. This is more so my expectations. I was hoping Hellblade 2 will sneak in to this year to close out the year with Starfield and Forza. So that was more so like a sort of a letdown. And the other thing is during the Starfield gameplay, which I was really focused. That's where I was quiet, because they were talking, they were letting hints drop, and every time the lead tech or the designer or the combat dude to come in, I went to see, all right, are they going to reveal its performance? And they did not clarify the performance mode for consoles for Starfield. Maybe it comes in the next coming days, but I was hoping that. But other than that, man, overall they opened strong, which I did not anticipate them to open with Fable. I figured they maybe close with it, but that thing started looking like another form. For a minute, when I thought, I was like, wait, they showing us Hogwarts Legacy as far as graphically? I'm like, oh, this is Fable. I think that showed off well. They started the show very strong, and they kept it. They kept up the momentum. They didn't have too many of those. I remember that showcase I watched with you guys a couple years ago. King was like, get that Keeley. It wasn't too many of those here. There was not too many of those there. And I'm like, okay, so. And the fact that when Hellblade came in, I was like, all right, Hellblade, they're not closing with Hellblade. They didn't close with Evolved, but they both showed up, and they both showed up in a big way. And I'm excited to, again, rewatch it, because we were watching the 1080p Twitch stream. I don't really like the quality of Twitch, but I kept glancing over to the side because it was playing also on my TV at 4K. And I'm like, oh, wow. Crazy. And it looks crazy. Yeah. So the only thing is that next year, pretty much Xbox, their first party, they're coming in hard. Like, I'm happy to see Compulsion finally reveal their game with the South of the Midnight, I think it was called.
South of Midnight, yeah.
And NXL with their steampunk RPG. That one is called the Clockwork Revolution. That looks like it's going to make some noise, and I'm happy to hear and see from the Xbox studios, and then you start thinking about the studios we didn't hear from, and then the only thing again that makes it like kind of ho hum is the fact that, all right, for the rest of the year it's really like it's Starfield and Forza, which essentially has to blow our socks off when we get in our hands to close out the year, and that's really the disappointing part. It's like it's not that they're bad games. It's like I think they need at least one more game to send off the year, because when you consider Starfield and Forza, we've known these games were supposed to come out years prior, if you think about it, right? So and that's where it becomes disappointing. But overall, the showcase, best showcase easily of the summer so far, what we had, in my opinion. All the games that were shown at this event look great, and I have interest in. And a lot of the games I anticipate have now been displayed at this showcase. So they did a wonderful job there. Though I thought they started strong, ended strong. I'm not the biggest fan of Bethesda game studios. It's hard to sell me on these long drawn out RPGs, but they sold me on Starfield. I will be eager to try to get invested in that game.
That's what's up.
Let me see.
One-Way Dragon?
You already know what it is, baby. First of all, I'm gonna say it's a 10 out of 10.
That's
I've seen, and let me say this. I told people on a few podcasts last week, people said, oh, this has to kill Sony show. No. This show has to be good for us as Xbox fans. This has nothing to do with no other company. I don't care what the other shows did. I don't care what games they didn't show. I wanted to see the money that y'all invested in these companies come to fruition. I needed to see first party bangers. I needed to see all this stuff that we fantasize about. Oh, I need Everwilds. I need Avowed. I need this. I need that. And they gave you exactly from the beginning to the end. They gave you every single game. Games that may go into 2024, but we got to see gameplay. Everybody was begging for Fable. Out the door, slam dunk, game was over. They didn't play no games. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what you have. Forget the third-party partners, because those games is everywhere. Show me why I invested $542 in the console day one.
Yep.
And they did that. That's the only thing that's the only thing I wanted. And then they hit us with other bangers we didn't even know was coming. Phil said, I will show you games. You will see games that you've never even heard before. We got that. Starfield. Oh, we don't know what it is. This and the third. The walkthrough. We got that. Nobody, if you wanted 60 or 30, I'm telling you it's going to be 30. Just leave it. But you ain't going to say, well, I'm not playing it, especially after that showcase. Everybody on board now. Anybody got rid of the Xbox is coming right back. You right back. What else could you possibly ask for from this company? Right. Yo, listen, what could you ask for? You wanted gameplay? You got it. You wanted details? You got it. They gave you everything. Everybody in the chat, I'm watching the chat, everybody is lit. Nobody was like, man, that game's not my thing. Oh, no. No.
Got 1,200 people watching. Let's get those likes over 1,000. Let's go.
Straight bangers.
Almost there. Let's go.
Straight bangers. And that's what you want. You want your company.
What you guys think?
When it says
we're doing it now. We're doing it our joint now.
Did you cry man tears? Is the question.
What?
Did you cry grown man tears?
I liked it. I thought it was like a solid experience. I was really disappointed with the lack of Hellblade 2 gameplay.
Yeah. Moves are the same thing.
Same thing.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So
yeah. So what I'm saying is
after
we really needed that, right? Because let's be real here. Our morale was down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then everything banked on this show. We had a bad few months. You know what I'm saying? So we really needed this. And as gamers, we're excited to see great stuff. But when you say this is an Xbox showcase, we want to see Xbox stuff.
Yeah, so that to me, I agree 100%, man. It is, to me, they needed to show, if you think about it, they showed the games from first party that we didn't know what they were exactly, right? They showed Compulsion's game. They showed, obviously, I talked about whatever. Everything else, we kind of know what it is. We know what Perfect Dark is. We know there's other stuff in the pipeline. There are obviously some secrets out there still. But to me, this was the fact that it was Xbox first party after Xbox first party after Xbox first party. I was like, I was watching it in the car while driving here, and I'm like, damn, it's one after the other, one after the other. I was like, yo, they're doing it. And then obviously the things that would have really popped besides the first party stuff that kind of got leaked, the Persona stuff, that would have been huge. And the fact that it's going into Game Pass, that would have been 10 times more huge.
Both of them.
That is bonkers
Right.
to me. I gotta
Right.
that I almost willing to give up my knees off of that, even though it's not Persona 6, because it's going into Game Pass. That is something else. And Persona 3 is beloved because it is the start of that formula that everybody loves with Persona 5. Persona 3 kind of really started that. So for that to come back and be in Game Pass is a special thing, man. And they showed out even with the third party stuff. They showed out the Star Wars. You know, I'm a little funny sometimes about the, you know, third party stuff and what I expect to be mostly first party stuff. But the Star Wars looks crazy. We're gonna see more of it at Ubisoft Forward tomorrow. Cool. But everything from first party and like 108 alluded to, it's all of it looks great and all of it is varied. You're not seeing everything kind of looking the same and stuff like that. And I get it. That third person over the shoulder, that's what we consider banger. Hellblade is going to be there. And I totally agree with Smooth on the fact that, man, I really wanted to see that combat, because to me, the combat is where that game is going to live and die, because everything else, the story stuff, the stuff with the multiple personalities and the voices talking to her, we know they can get that right. I know the feels are going to be there, but the combat in the first one was very basic, whatever. Yes. But Ninja Theory is very good with combat. They have always been there. So I really want to see them step it up with that and really make this into an action game that can gravitate to a lot of people. But I was super impressed. And again, I've had my reservations about Starfield, because for me, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, I don't want it to be a vast ocean that's ankle deep, right?
Right.
What we saw today was not that. Was not that. There are aspects of it that, again, we talked about the faces, we talked about this, that, and the other way. When you're creating a game of this scope, you're gonna have to have some concessions. It's just a fact. Like no console game could really do that and get there. And to be perfectly honest, Todd, there's no better team than Todd's team to be able to realize that type of vision. So I'm excited to play it, man. I'm excited to play it. I have a feeling, we talked about this, I think last week, about would they talk about the frame rate here, whatever. If it was 60, they would have mentioned it. So I don't think it's 60. It's going to be 30 on console.
Listen, he came out and said, listen, I like 30 frames.
Yeah, he's been said it.
The community keep pushing him. Listen, he says, I like 30 frames. And you know what else impressed me about the show?
He's going to do what he want to.
Right. It's his creative thing.
Yeah, because I'm trying to hear.
But this was crazy. This was crazy. They showed what they really showed and displayed to everybody, that your investment into Game Pass is going further.
It's warranted. It's going
crazy.
Further. Oh, the Capcom game. The Capcom game looked awesome. Crazy, and again, something new. Again, sometimes you think about, hey, man, they can't get Res Evil, whatever. They got a new Capcom IP to be shown first on their stage. That's an awesome thing. About. And because it shows above all else, and the Atlas Sega thing, it just shows that the relationship is there. The whatchamacallit, the path to these conversations about certain games that PlayStation always gets first, things of that nature. All of those conversations are continuing to happen. And again, as Game Pass grows, the reason to put these games onto Game Pass and Xbox, period, continues to be more compelling. So for me, they really, really, really showed out today. I'm so happy.
Yeah. I like Atlas there, Solve. I like Atlas. How you felt about that?
Yeah, I didn't see the number 6 though, Kyle.
I
said it's a warm up.
I'll give you a half a needle because that Game Pass is real. I'll give you a half a knee for that. I appreciate it.
All right. Fair enough. The battle still rages on.
The battle rages on. But yo, it was something else. So let's, before we go to the King, General King. Yeah. Let's see what the lords that were in the building have to say. Let's go.
It hit different in here, man. Like, you already see the energy was super high. The way they set it off with Fable looked crazy to me. Like, that joint graphically, listen, right now, overall, I'm debating between the 8 and the 9. I got little nitpicks only because the game, look, the show was amazing. Let's just get that off the way. They killed that, right? Now it's about how great was it. My only nitpick was Hellblade. I was hoping for some combat.
Yep.
I was hoping for some combat. I didn't get the combat in there, so I got to nitpick a little bit that.
Yep.
And then there was a couple of instances. I don't know, compulsion joints look good, but like there's a little instance where I was like, I got to see a little bit more from you. But I will say, In Exile, that joint that looked crazy. They showed out on third party. They showed out on indies, but I think it's over with what the hell Starfield is now. I think we could put that to rest with, I don't know what Starfield is. I don't know what it's about.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Respect for God, how it named it. Yeah. I don't want to hear it no more. The only thing you can say is if, they ain't say it was 30 or 60 because it did have that 30 energy, but I don't get. Did you see what you could do with this game?
Yeah.
Did y'all see what y'all could do? It's crazy. Bro, so for me, right now I'm in that 8.5 kind of zone. Starfield. I will say this off. At first, I was disappointed that the one more thing wasn't Starfield. It wasn't another game.
Another game.
Did show Starfield in the main show as if they was nervous, like yo.
Yeah,
because at that point,
but you got to think about it. They showed a game for the people that's not going to watch Starfield.
Right. Yeah. So to me, it was like they were probably nervous that people wouldn't stay for the direct. Right. So we got to give them a little something.
Something.
I will say, even though I was disappointed at first that the one more thing wasn't a new game, how they showed out with Starfield was so ridiculous. Crazy.
Yeah.
Was so insane. I was like, nah, they did. And we're getting that this year. And I was like, they did that. You can't combat. Everything look good. Again, the only thing you would say is, whether or not it's performance mode or not, it don't feel like it's going to be. But I will say I don't care. That game look amazing. This is the game of the year for me. That's where I'm at.
Yo, and Avowed, bro.
I forgot about the Black Rock doing their thing.
Yeah.
What? Crazy. But yeah, the energy crazy in here, man. Everybody out here showing out. Bro, the building, the roof was crazy. I'm telling y'all, man. But
I heard the whole line stuff was crazy over there.
Aaron was outside moving. Moving, the whole crowd moving, everybody yelling, hold the line, crazy. So, King, I need to check where you at.
Well, live from the battlefield, we heard the opposition brought a knife to a gunfight, and Microsoft brought bazookas.
Get him, King. Talk to him.
Is the general British today? Is what I want to know. It was like British accent today.
You yellow belly sapsuckers that ran away! I told you, June 11th, it was D-Day for you. Pause. You got banger after banger, first part. We believe in generations here. We believe in first party studios here. We have the best and the brightest. At no point in time did you see TV. Did you see a movie trailer? Saw a racing game. It was actual cars in a racing game, not a movie. Listen, people, you have been repping the wrong people. Over here at Xbox, we'll take you in.
We do a trades, we do a free agent signings.
Bring your PlayStation 5 in, get a little black Xbox, a little black Series S. With the new terabytes. That's right. It'll go nice with your Miles Morales Spider-Man. We believe in SSDs over here.
I can't with you. I can't.
All the stuff that we say is actual, factual. So we shout out with the show. I got to get a show at 9.5.
Go 9.5.
I got to deduct the 5 for Hellblade not showing actual combat.
Hellblade needed some combat. I feel you.
That's it.
I feel you, General.
They did not talk. They walked the walk.
Yes.
The Queen came out, told you what was going to be in Game Pass. She said, at this point in time, I would like you to take your wallet, fold it up, and mail it to Aruba because your wallet is going on vacation.
Bro, slick.
Game Pass.
Game Pass everything. Game Pass everything.
All day. Bangers.
Yeah.
It was like they went through the building and was like, who got games to present? Who got games to present? Xbox ain't got no games. Your console's done. The fight is over. I told y'all to hold the line. Shout out to everybody that's holding the line. Everybody that went and held the line. Go to Teespring store. You can hold the line today. If you're a PlayStation dude and you're recovery, because the war has worn you out. Your show was terrible. We welcome you over here.
So, General, is this boot on the neck energy? What's the energy?
It's Crocs on the neck energy. It's Crocs on the neck energy. We got combat Crocs. Get your combat apparel. We was ready for that war. You weren't. You came in with a knife. We had the blicky.
Look
at you now. I told you. Heavyweight champ.
Yeah, they did
Undefeated.
They did that.
Microsoft. I told you this is the rise of Dolph-Phil. This is the day that will go down in infamy. This is the day when you see there's no going back to the old ways. We saw Sony on the show.
I gotta ask, like, how does it feel to create a whole movement where people believe again and they back in line with the movement, man, because of the
what it is?
holding line?
Sometimes you need to see that light in the darkness. And I had to roll out, and I said Megatron must be stopped no matter what the cost. And we stopped. Right now they ain't looking the same. They dance movies week, and they ain't got no games. We sold up this year and next year. We sold it up.
So, real quick question: are we doing ratings yet?
Yes, sir. I rated it a 9.5.
I'm giving it 8.5.
8.5. I'm at 8.5.
I feel like
that's my score too.
I feel like a point for Hellblade.
I got half a point on Hellblade.
For like last of like solid concrete release dates. Like we got Windows, but I like especially Avowed and Hellblade. I wanted like concrete release dates. But besides that, some of the indie games that really apply to me, but I saw why some people would find them appealing.
I know they picked up indie.
Yeah, people don't mind seeing indies at showcases. They want to see indies that look appealing to a lot of people, and I feel like they did that very well.
What's this Wolf rating? I ain't forget.
8.5.
I gave it
8.5. What was it? 8.5?
Yeah.
All right. Wait. Where we at, baby?
I gave it a 10.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's my guy.
You know why I gave it a 10? Because they covered. Listen. They covered everything.
They covered the spread.
They covered everything. Right? I'm not a Hellblade dude. I don't care about the combat. I just want to see the graphics. I'm a graphics dude. It looks fantastic. I would like to see it, but I'm not taking no points for that because the whole show was amazing. We only seen 2 people for 2 minutes.
Facts.
That's
right.
games.
For Xbox First Party Studios. Xbox First Party Studios. Yo, it was crazy. Banger after banger after banger.
World premiere.
We got dates.
Capcom bend the knee.
We got other companies. I mean, what can you say? Really?
Yeah, I'm probably at a 9. I gotta watch the whole thing over again because for me, I was watching it in the car driving. Yeah, I know.
I gotta hear this.
Hold on.
Everything that I saw.
Likes. We got 1K likes in one show.
Thank you. Beautiful.
1K likes in one show. We still got 1,000+ people watching. I love each and every last one of you as we wrap up this show because we're not doing 4 hours today.
So for me, 9 so far. And I was watching it all in the car, watching it all the way up until the Fallout 76 stuff. And then that's when I arrived. I had to leave and get upstairs or whatever. Right. So that's because I felt kind of like the energy might be going down a little bit because they were starting to show the things they had to show, right? Yeah.
I feel like the live services look at like unless you have giant expansions, I feel like to see if these one was a little bit made more sense because
That made 100% sense. Yeah.
It was the Monkey Island.
How you gonna be interrupting Paul from long distance? Continue.
I don't know.
This is what he does.
Wait, time out. Solve. How y'all here though?
Yeah.
How y'all here? What's up?
We outside of the rooftop.
Nah, Messy
Yeah,
Lord's
the rooftop party.
This is Messy Lord's Day.
All right.
This is Messy Lord's Day. Goodbye.
Go have fun. Go have fun.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Don't forget the ad read.
Right. We
already did that. Okay. We already did that. Go rub shoulders. Get up out of here. Yeah, go rub shoulders.
Go get us that bag, y'all.
Yeah, both y'all. Show them the door. Show them the door.
We will leave and I will put the podcast on.
Let me install those.
No, so you'll get my final score next week. But I'm gonna watch 4K 60 in a little while. I want to see that and in its entirety.
You're gonna spin the block.
Yeah.
4K 60. Okay, I see what you're doing. Fair enough. Where J-Dub at?
J-Dub, he left after the show.
J-Dub had to go. J-Dub had to go, man. He had to go, man. He had to go, man.
J-Dub was like, wait a minute. I need to see gameplay of that Star Wars game. They was like, you're getting it later.
He had to get out the house because I sent the repo man over there for his knee.
They ain't want to get my man. They want to get me.
Nah. I sent the repo man over there to get his knees, so he had to get up out the house.
One thing I will say about Fable is it does look like they have a good common. Like they met me in the middle ground.
That playground engine.
It looks like they're doing a lot of humor, but in like less crazy ways than they did in the previous ones.
Oh, that's okay. That's crazy. See y'all later.
All right.
Bye.
He's like, we're not extending this any further than necessary.
Goodbye. Thank you, Lords.
Love y'all. Get home safe.
Get home safe. Have a nice flight. Tweet it out. We'll listen to your tweet.
That's it. We that's it. That is our initial impressions. Next week we'll probably talk about it more in depth, especially if any more news comes out in the Xbox Extended Showcase. Right, we're gonna have some more stuff going on. Tomorrow we have Ubisoft as well, so maybe some more Xbox centric stuff. Yes. I had hoped to see Splinter Cell.
I hope to see Perfect Dark, but I didn't see it, and I can understand because they got stuff that's in the future, and they you know what they did? They did 12 months without telling you 12 months, bro.
Kind of, sort of, right?
They did 12 months without telling you 12 months. They said, you know what? We ain't gonna say it no more. We're just gonna do it.
Yeah, you realize that you just set up a rake for yourself when you start saying things.
Yep.
Just do.
Yeah.
And then obviously the dates will speak for themselves, right? But again, when you don't put it in writing that way, then you have wiggle room when you have to move, right? And that's it. So
all right. Well, it's been great. I want to thank everybody for showing up.
Been great.
Thanks for having me.
I want to thank Kid Smooth for hosting.
Yes, holding it down because King and I are dumb when it comes to that.
So I'm done when it comes to tech. Plus, I'm wearing shades. You saw I had to wear the glasses to read the super chat.
Shout out to King for holding down the super chats.
The King was struggling, son. The King was struggling.
Can't wait for that hold the line shirt.
It's coming.
Watch it arrive tomorrow. Watch it get there tomorrow.
Yeah, but see, it's new every day. It's like Game Pass. Yo, shout out to 108 Dragons, my boy. When I said who I was gonna do the show with, I definitely said I was reaching out to 108 Dragon. I love his energy. I love what he brings to the gaming community. This is a guy who puts his show on his back. He purchases all this stuff, all the stuff that you see, all those giveaways. That's him, man. That's not funded by anybody else. That's just him. He's passionate about this gaming stuff. He's gaming agnostic. So that means that he games everywhere. He just prefers the game on Xbox and he wrecks Xbox, but he games everywhere. And he's the epitome of a stand-up, stick behind you dude. That's my dude. He's always been in my corner. You know, I love this
all y'all,
brother.
All y'all.
And that's my block brother. So 108 Dragons, let the people know exactly where they can find you and what's up.
Yo, 108 Dragons TV on everything, man. It was a pleasure being here. You know, I love being with my brothers, man. And shout out to my brothers over there in LA. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing your thing. But 108 Dragons TV and everything. And I appreciate y'all for having me. Facts.
Kid Smooth, my brother from another mother. This dude has been down. He's a rap artist. He's a hardworking family man. He's a YouTuber. He's an influencer. He's a provoker. He's a provocateur. My man has had the one chip challenge. It's still the best one chip challenge on YouTube.
The greatest reactions ever to the one chip challenge.
Hell yeah, man. You put fear in my heart. My heart was pumping Kool-Aid when I had to do that. Yo, tell the people where they can find you and what you got going on, brother.
Yeah, man, you can find me on Kidsmove at Kidsmove, Twitter at Kidsmove, also on the new version of Playing Xbox with me and Lord Attic, which we're going to be doing tonight, and it'll be on the Weapon Wheel Patreon for you guys to watch tonight, immediate reactions. But thank you guys for having me. Yeah, man, we look forward to the next one. You'll trust me when that Hold the Line shirt comes in, I'll have a video prepared so I can flaunt it. If I could get, a Hold the Line song coming through, trying to work on trying to get creative with that, but we'll see.
Nice, brother. We put something together. We can collab. New York, New Jersey, get together.
Let me say something before we get out of here. Let me say something. I want y'all to check out my ASU Raw coverage this week.
Go.
We're gonna I got mad accessories. I got the unboxing coming. I got the SSG exchange. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. And then we're gonna get into performance in the last video in different games. So just pay attention and look out for those on One Way Dragons TV.
Facts. Yeah, look out for that during the week. We will have it. We will have our impressions on Sunday as well because I'm getting it. Yeah, the FOMO got me, so I'm getting it. Kyle will have it as well. So we'll talk a little bit about it on the show as well.
And one more thing, thanks to my brothers, I gotta shout y'all out for this. I got that Valari Halo Edition review coming because my brothers is them dudes, man. Thank you, Valari, and shout out to y'all for that opportunity. That will be dropping also. I'm also working on that video too. Facts.
Blessings.
Fantastic.
My man Soft came in, say today with the super chats. He slid in the back door, waving the 4-4. Told you, Atlas, don't hit him no more. My man Soft, what's up, baby? Talk to us.
My apologies for coming in hot, but I didn't honestly, once the E3 got folded, I was like, oh yeah, it's folded for us. We're not doing anything. And then opportunities presented themselves, and it was the best thing that could have happened because COG and Addict in LA, it's a beautiful thing this past week. They did some fantastic things. So love them, appreciate them going out there and hustling on behalf of all of us. King, my brother, I mess with you when you go because you go for Xbox and I love Xbox, but I like slapping them around a little bit. Sometimes it'll make me happy, but they made me happy today. But to see the entire community gravitate to Hold the Line, and it become this movement where Xbox execs are talking about it, wearing the shirt and showing love. It's a special thing. It really is a special thing, and only you can do that, bro. Only you can corral troops in this way because you just really. Your charisma is on another level. And I just love the fact that every opportunity we get to show more people that, I'm like, who is this King dude? What is this Hold the Line thing? It's a beautiful thing. So I'm just so excited for what Hold the Line, what doors that has opened. But thank you, because again, only you can do that.
Blessings, brother.
And it's always been that way, brother. It's always been that way. I'm just so happy that everybody gets a chance to see it now. But yeah, thank you guys for holding me down. Came in real hot, but I'm excited for what's coming. The rest of the year, we're gonna see some more games, right? There's more games to talk about.
Sir.
But Xbox looks like we're gonna be eating good real soon. And I'm excited about that.
Well, I want to say thank you everybody that supported Hold the Line. It's organic. That's ground rules. That's us. And I just felt that we needed a voice. I heard a lot of dissension, a lot of dudes, wondering what we're gonna do. A lot of dudes hitting, and we're gonna stand right here. We're gonna hold the line because the hits gonna keep coming. We're gonna have faith, and if we trust in the process, we have to stick to the process. That's a lot of times people aren't successful because they turn around before the process is completed. And you're halfway through. You got to stick through the process. And we saw the fruits of their labor today with the process. All those studios, they purchased all those studios. Those games showed up. They had the best and the brightest. And when you really start to dissect exactly what they did, they showed you what their games and services is. They showed you what cloud was. They showed you what their first party was. And they listened to everything that everybody said, and they just came with nothing but bangers. They did not talk. They did not show personalities. They went 100% for the juggler. And this is what I want to see from Microsoft. I want to see Microsoft go straight for the juggler. When Sony fumbles, you kick them right in the rear down them steps. You make sure that they don't get up. And right now, Sony is broken. So I know y'all got Final Fantasy, and that feel kind of good, but man, God bless. That's everywhere. You know, at some point in time. Trust me. And you know, they got Spider-Man coming this year, so you know they eating good over there, but you know, a lot of stuff that we're eating a little bit better. It's ebbs and flows, so you ain't got to run no place. But when you're gaming agnostic, and I'm gonna say this, when you're gaming agnostic, you don't have to worry about that. You can watch every show with love that you're supposed to watch it with. But if you only got one money to pay, choose Xbox because they got you. Love you guys. Peace.
Right. No, don't bounce yet. We got to pay some real quick bills, some super chats, and then we out. Hold on a second. We got Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. Strong A- show overall. Very impressed, no doubt. Jax82, $5 super chat. King, I've been a frustrated Xbox fan. You brought me back with Hold the Line. Yes, you did. A lot of people, man. Beautiful. We got Forza Legend, member for 2 years, $2 super chat. Going to need the best headphones for headphones. The best headphones for headphones, yeah. Starfield. Then we got X-Don the Otaku, $5 super chat. The only two things keeping it from being a perfect show was no combat for Hellblade. Everybody kind of said that. Yep. Yeah, facts. And not even a snippet of gameplay for South of Midnight. Yeah, maybe Xbox Extend, maybe. Really yeah. Then we have Kieran717, $5 super chat. The sleeping giant has finally been awoken. Sith Lord Phil wasn't playing today. No, he was not. He was not. Then we got Cowboys fan 404, $10 super chat. If Starfield was third-party Sony fanboys would be eating this game up. Yes. You know how the discourse goes. It's par for the course.
So they don't care about it. They don't got it. It's trash.
This is a tale as old as time. That's the console wars. X-Don the Otaku, $2 super chat. How did In Exile show more gameplay than Hellblade? Yes, that was disappointing for sure. Then we got Spartan Ghost 17, £2 super chat. Xbox Extend Showcase June 13th. More reveals? ? Could be. Maybe. Absolutely. Could be. And then our final one, we have Parasite 82 Green, £5 super chat. In the words of Common, out of everybody who told the truth, time did. Looks like our patience is finally paid off. Xbox owners be eating good soon. Yes sir. Very soon. And we are caught up. Thank you guys once again.
Peace.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.